A new Gallup poll shows that Americans' attitudes towards immigration and President Trump's handling of the issue are changing. The poll found that fewer Americans, 30%, want immigration decreased. That's compared to 55% who wanted it decreased just last year. And 79% of those surveyed say immigration is a good thing for the nation. Ryan Perez is the organizing director for the local immigration group COPAL. Thank you so much for coming in. You're one of the largest organizations, 30 employees. You've got offices in 3 cities around the state. What's your reaction to those numbers there?
Yeah, well, we feel like it's good news, but we also feel like it's inevitable news when you begin ripping people from their communities and their neighborhoods and their towns across this state and across the country. You're going to see reactions. People used to think it wasn't going to be my friend, it wasn't going to be my coworker, it wasn't going to be my cousin. But now, as family separations are happening, it's enraging a lot of people, and a lot of people are shifting their views on immigration.
Okay, so it's not surprising to you?
No, it's not surprising at all. And people are also learning about all of the tax dollars immigrants contribute, all of the work opportunities and the way we build this economy.
And actually, that's a good point, because that's something that not a lot of people realize. Since the 1990s, the federal government has provided a way for undocumented immigrants to pay taxes, and they have been paying taxes for 30 years now.
Yes. Immigrants pay taxes through the ITIN number, and in Minnesota alone, over $200 million in taxes annually are through immigrants, and undocumented immigrants specifically.
Yeah, and the numbers, it's obviously impossible to tell exactly how many. In 2022, or 2023, the Pew Center estimated at least 70,000 here in undocumented residents in Minnesota.
Yeah. Well, we have a problem, which is the administration is taking away papers and documents from immigrants across the state. And so people who were previously here, they had a work permit, they had a visa, they had a green card, and that's being ripped away by the administration.
Okay. You have offices in 3 places, Rochester, Mankato, and here in Minneapolis. Where are ICE raids happening in Minnesota?
All across the state, all across the state. Immigration enforcements, we've seen many restaurants and hotels in Rochester targeted. Those are hotels that serve as hospice centers, that serve as places for people visiting the Mayo Clinic. We've seen in Duluth, roofers who are working to build the city be ripped out from the streets by officers dressed in plain clothes.
Yeah, now let me ask you, with the president's initial push on deporting undocumented immigrants, he said he really wanted to focus on those who had committed serious violent crimes. Right. Is that what's happening?
Well, the challenge is that immigrants commit crimes at way lower rates compared to native-born U.S. citizens. So if you look at the data, most of who are being detained have no criminal records. But people have records also that were from 10 years ago. They were petty offenses, and the administration is targeting them too.
Yeah, there was a group just a few days ago that was taken, that were Hmong.
Yes. And
a number of them had offenses going back, as you said, 10 years, quite some time.
Yes.
Have you heard anything at all about a break on farmers? Because the President Trump has said repeatedly that he would like to see some kind of provision or carve out for farmers who depend on undocumented workers, and they certainly do here in the state of Minnesota. The Minnesota Farmers Union testified to that fact at the legislature.
Right. And it looks like Trump and Trump's ICE are not on the same page, because the directors of ICE are saying that farms are still fair game, and we're certainly really concerned about it happening in Minnesota. But
the big impact outside of the metro is not so much on farms in Minnesota, but meat processing plants. Tell me about that.
We've seen a lot of checks for status and ICE activity around food processing plants, but it's also the full food and farm system, right? Because if a restaurant that sources food locally is targeted and the kitchen workers are removed, and that restaurant has to close, that's a market for a farmer.
Right. And tell us about what you do, because you pick up the pieces sometimes when there's a family that's left without a loved one, or maybe they don't have housing. Tell us about those parts of what COPAL does.
People think families are documented and undocumented, but in reality, people are in mixed status families. And so someone who's undocumented will be ripped away from ICE. And then the loved one will call us. That loved one has papers, and their kid is a U.S. citizen, but now they can't meet rent, they can't meet groceries, and so we try and connect them with resources, whatever they're eligible for.
Okay, all right. Well, Ryan Perez with COPAL, thank you so much for coming in. We certainly are following this important issue.
Thank you so much.